What it do, YouTube? What it do? Alright, few people asked me to do part 2 for that stupid young that Asians goes harder than Sereno's video. If you guys haven't watched part 1, go check that out first, then watch this. We left off on the last video where the Asians caught the green light. Not only did every Asian catch the blues in county jail, but now TRG was starting to have problems amongst themselves. The gang split into two. Now Asian Boys was created and born. I could tell you what really caused that split up to happen, but I'm just gonna leave that part alone. Those that already know knows. The reason why Longos went at every Asian was because TRG did not have a territory in Long Beach. They were just scattered all over. They wasn't really the type of people that wanted to control a whole neighborhood or a block. That wasn't their thing. So it was very hard for Longos to catch them. So Longos just said F it and went after all Asians. However, Asian Boys was different. They had territory and blocks that they can claim. So that was the big difference between TRG and Asian Boys. I feel like because TRG never controlled the block, it was much easier for Asian Boys to attack them. They were just hitting their homes when they was alone. But for TRG to get at the Asian Boys, they had to get into their blocks that they control, making things much harder for them. Soon TRG left Long Beach and most of them migrated towards up north, where they grew large in numbers. Now let's get into why Insane Crips in Long Beach and Longos beef really started. In the beginning, blacks and Longos and the rest of the Mexican gang in Long Beach was on good terms with each other. They had certain problems in school, sure, but it wasn't racial. I got old pictures of Longos chilling together with Crips, but I'm not gonna post any of them for certain reasons. Barrio Poble was hella close with Rollin 20's Crip. Westside Longos got along with a lot of Crips in them earlier times. Now you're gonna ask me, what happened? What caused the change? When you ask the black Crips in Long Beach, why did Eastside Longos stop being cool with them? 90% of them said it's because everything was good until the Mexican Mafia gave them the orders not to get along with blacks. But if you ask the Eastside Longos, they broke it down very precisely on what popped it off in their opinion that caused them not to mess with any Crips in Long Beach anymore. Get your blunt ready to light up because what they said will be something that most people in Long Beach, even a lot of Crips, won't know about. And you're about to find out why. Now back in those days, it wasn't a secret. The blacks, especially the Crips, was connected with the cartels, but it wasn't the Mexican cartel. I believe it was the Colombian cartels if I'm not mistaken. See, the Mexican cartels in those times, they didn't have good quality products, but the Colombians did and they had all the good stuff. So even Mexicans that did have connection with the Mexican cartels, they would sell their stuff to make money, but buy from blacks if they were using the product because they had better products in those earlier times. Remember, back in those days, the Mexicans from East LA, they used to buy from East Coast Crip when they had a chapter of their hood out there because the product was better compared to the products that was coming from elsewhere during those times. Anyways, let's get back to the story. One youngster from Eastside Longos went to go buy some you-know-what from Insane Crips. That dealer from Insane Crip was dry and ran out of product to sell, so he started selling fake baggies to people. He sold that youngster from Eastside Longos some fakes. It wasn't even the real stuff. When that youngster found out, he rushed back to that Insane Crip who sold him the baggie and confronted him about it. He demanded a refund or give him the real stuff. The man from Insane Crip slapped him, and the rest of the guys started packing him out. That kid from Eastside Longos walked back to his hood with bruises and lumps all over his face. He was limping too. When his big homie Drifter saw him all messed up, he said, "Hey, what happened?" That kid told him that those Crips sold him a fake baggie, and when he asked for a refund, they jumped him. Drifter said, "Forget that, let's go back." Now Drifter's mistake was he went back solo with just that kid. It was told that Drifter was a boxer and had some professional training in boxing, so he wasn't scared to go anywhere solo. When they got over there, Drifter took off on the man who sold this little homie the fake baggie. He dropped him. And according to Eastside Longos, that's when the two Crips standing beside him pulled out their pistol and took Drifter's life right then and there on the spot. Drifter was loved by his hood, so the feud between Insane Crip and Eastside Longos started. A hood meeting was held over this Drifter situation, and that's when Eastside Longos decided that no Crips was to be trusted ever again in the city of Long Beach, and the war on all Crips finally began. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Make sure to hit them likes on my video, because as you can see, YouTube is hating on my channel again. They do this every couple of weeks by burying me on the algorithm. If you guys can do that by just hitting a like, it'll be highly appreciated. But until then, you guys let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe to my channel. Peace. I'm out.